Good evening, soccer fans, and welcome to Birmingham Groves High School. I'm Brad Fetters for BACV Sports, joined once again by my broadcast partner, Nick Buckler, as we get you set for boys varsity soccer. A matchup between our two rival schools, the Seaholm Maples, and the home team, the Birmingham Groves Falcons. And we start out our coverage with the home team, the Groves Falcons. They come in with a record of 4-5-1. They're coming off an impressive 1-0 shutout victory over Walled Lake Central. Their head coach, Paul Thomas, is alongside our very own Andy Aubrey.
All right, Brad, thank you very much. I'm down here now with head coach Paul Thomas of the Groves Falcons. Paul, you got a big fan base up here of the opposing team. I don't know what's going on here, but they're trying to throw you off your game a little bit. You going to stay focused?
Yeah, I think I'll manage to stay focused. Yeah, they're the U18 girls. They do play for Seaholm. So,
And you used to coach them, right?
I still coach them for club.
Yeah, I got you. Okay. Well, let's talk about the product on the field tonight, your team this year. Bring us up to speed, overview of the season so far.
A little bit of a roller coaster. Some really good performances, some poor performances. But I kind of expected that just because of how young we are as a team and how inexperienced. So last year we lost 7 seniors and another 2 starters. So we lost 9 players that played last year. And we've replaced that. And the guys coming in, they're gaining experience and they're gaining the knowledge and the understanding of how to play in these games. So, yep.
Who's been a couple of the torchbearers for your team thus far?
Yeah, so Luca Mola Jr. Played a lot last year. Very, very good player. Caden is a senior, so Caden's done very well as well. So they're the 2 centre backs, and then Callum Wiggins, he plays centre mid for us as a junior, has really stepped up. So those are the 3 captains. And then there's been a couple of freshmen that have kind of put in some good minutes, a couple of sophomores that have put in some good minutes as well. So yeah, it's been a well-rounded kind of team effort this year.
All right. Well, that's encouraging for the future then, at least. Final question. You got these rivals coming in, Seaholm. What do you expect from their team tonight?
It's an emotional game, so it's going to be fast-paced. It's going to be 100 miles an hour. It's probably going to be a little bit chippy and combative. They're playing in a division higher than us, so they probably played teams of a higher quality than we have. So I would imagine the speed of the game is going to be increased for us. So we're going to have to cope with that. We're going to have to cope with the physicality, and then we're going to have to impact the game in a way that we can try to get a result out of it.
All right, well, we wish you the best of luck. We'll wrap it up from down here for right now. We're going to send my man Paul back to get some last-minute words into wisdom, and I'll send it back upstairs to Brad and Nick.
As for the Birmingham Seaholm squad, they come in with a record of 4-5-3. They, too, are coming off a 3-0 shutout victory over West Bloomfield that put the end to a 3-game losing streak with losses to Berkeley, Royal Oak, and Clarkston. I welcome in my broadcast partner now, Nick Buckler. And when you take a look at what Seaholm has been able to do thus far, it really begins with their offense, Chase Henderson, Angelo Nuclei, and Noah Booth.
Yeah, those 3 they're like a 3-headed monster. There's a lot of speed and a lot of smart plays that come out of them. And the speed's really Nuclei. He's really quick on the outside, can make a lot of plays happen just from speed. Speed kills. And then I say that the mastermind of it all is Chase Henderson. The way he can kind of control a game with no space, he can just get out of trouble so easy. He's good, really good ball security. Those 3 guys right there can really, if they start to gel, this team could be dangerous down the stretch. So that 3-game losing streak, really no indication of what this team can do.
Now, we look back to last season. Seaholm was undefeated when these 2 teams hooked up, and it was Groves that came away victors in that one 3-0. So maybe a little bit of extra motivation perhaps here on the road tonight for the Seaholm squad. As for the Groves Falcons, they're just looking to once again kind of maybe perhaps pull that upset here tonight as they are playing up. This is an OAA crossover game. Seaholm, the OAA red team, Groves, a OAA white squad.
Yeah, they have almost identical records, 4-5-1, 4-5-3. But like you mentioned, in divisional play, you're playing, I don't want to call them lesser opponents, but that's essentially how the divisions are laid out. So this being a crossover game and a rivalry game, obviously you never know what can happen. You can get up for this big game, and that's essentially what they're going to try to do here at home.
Well, once again, let's go down field level to Andy Aubrey, who's alongside Seaholm's head coach, Greg Perkins.
All right, Brad, thanks again. We're here with Greg Perkins now, Seaholm's head coach. We got just a minute or two, Greg. Bring us up to speed on your team. What can we look for tonight?
Hopefully we're going to play some decent soccer. That's our goal all the time. We're a young team this year, so physically we've been struggling against some of the bigger schools. So I know they're all up for the fight today. It's going to be an interesting game. I'm sure the rivalry's always there, right? So I'm sure it'll be a bit messy to begin with, but we're hoping once we settle down and play that we can play some good stuff.
Give us a name or two. Who's been starring for you this year?
So Chase Henderson he's a captain this year as a junior. He'll come off at a right to start with, playing as a right forward. And then Angelo Nunkalai, he's up top. He'll be a bit of a handful, I'm sure, as a forward. And then Patrick McCarthy, he's a sophomore. He'll play as a midfield player, and he's got a ton of energy. So.
Okay. Well, we'll wrap it up then. It's a quick one. I promised you quick. You got to get back to your team. We're going to start this one. So thank you for your time. Good luck tonight. It's going to be a big rivalry. You know all about it. Yep. And we'll wrap it up for right now, but don't go away. The start of this one's coming right up.
Welcome back to Birmingham Groves High School. Brad Federer's alongside Nick Buckler, nearly set to go. Crossover matchup here in the OAA between our two rivals, Groves Falcons and the Seaholm Maples. Groves in their home dark green kit, Seaholm in their road whites, and little bit of a breeze right now blowing across the pitch. Seaholm will be operating offensively in to what has become quite a stiff bit of wind. We'll see if that is an issue here tonight. As you can see, a little bit of a rustling of the jerseys. Our goaltenders tonight, first for the Groves Falcons under the guidance of Paul Thomas, will be Noam DuPont. DuPont is a junior, and counting him in net for the Seaholm Maples will be Joe Farah. Falcons will have the very first possession of this game. They will operate right to left. 40 minutes up on the big board. We are underway from Beverly Hills.
Yeah, we were down on the field right before this one got underway, and it wasn't too cold when we got down there, and as time went on, I found myself needing to add some layers, so fall is definitely falling upon us here in Oakland County.
It's an overcast day. The sun really wasn't shining throughout the day, but once the sun did set, it has gotten drastically chillier. Andy Aubrey working field side. Temperature right now about 64 degrees here at kickoff, and a little bit of contact. No call. They'll play through it. Ball takes a big bounce off the head and now kind of sent towards the net. Seaholm will retain possession of it, trying to make that move, and the Falcons will clear it on out. A little bit of pressure being applied right now by Andrew Bates.
Yeah, that was close there. The pass wasn't quite back to Farah enough there, and it almost led to a breakaway for Bates.
Sent out of bounds. Possession over to Groves. Caden Misra will throw things in. Misra, Malo, and Wiggins, the three players to really pay attention to tonight if you're a Falcon fan. Misra coming right into your sets right there with that throw in. A little bit of a push from behind, no call. This has been a physical game in the past. These two teams really lay it all out on the line. They don't like each other typically.
Why would they? You know, it's like Michigan, Ohio State. It's Grove Seaholm.
Through ball sent across. out of the reach there. Unplayable by Schibel. Three 0 win a season ago for the Groves Falcons. That one kind of seemingly came out of nowhere. If you remember correctly, Seaholm came into that contest a season ago undefeated. They were riding high. They were the talk of the town. They lose 3-0 to Groves. That was just one of 2 losses all year last year for the Seaholm Maple team. 3-0 to Groves in the regular season and a 5-0 loss to Clarkston in the regional semifinals. The Seaholm Maples finishing last year 16-2-3. Were district champions a season ago, playing out of the OAA Red this year.
Yeah, I'm sure if you ask those players and coaches if they would rather have a couple additional losses but win that game, or have that one loss and it be to your rival, I don't know. I'm sure you'd have some people saying both answers there, because it really makes you think. Some heavy contact right at midfield.
Patrick McCarthy pushed down.
Oh, and a little shove. They're just going to let him play on here. Referee going to go say, boys, either stop it or just keep doing it. We're unsure.
Well, typically you see one of 2 approaches taken by officials, and that's generally in any sport. You either try to nip it right away, right, and you issue those foul calls right away and kind of show that you're not going to take any funny business throughout the rest of the game, or you just allow it to take place and say, well, boys will be boys, but then you run the risk of it running out of control.
Yeah, we'll see what happens here so far. I mean, that wasn't anything too crazy. A little hard contact and then just a little shove out of bounds there after the play, and we got, looks like an offside call.
No, they're going to call foul instead. So we'll have a Seaholm kick-in, free kick. Patrick McCarthy trying to split a couple defenders, goes out to the right wing instead. Finds Liam Kerr over there, tried to send it through, was looking for Knuckle Eye. Have a goal kick instead for DuPont the Jr.
Looks like he's going to defer it to one of his defense.
And this is a very young, gross roster. Oh, there was a
That's
handball.
a handball right in front of the official.
Obvious as it comes.
The official was right there. They're really just letting him play.
You and I could pick that one out.
It landed in his hands. Wasn't intentional. That's just where the ball landed.
Yeah, he literally caught it. That's a first there.
Yeah.
Terrific touch to McCarthy. That was Chase Henderson, who's the leading scorer for the Seaholm squad. Has 10 points on the season, 5 goals, 5 assists, 91 minutes in 9 starts for Chase Henderson. Has 17 shots on goal as well. So mention that this Groves roster extremely young, just 6 seniors on this roster.
A lot of 10s on here, a lot of sophomores. So that's definitely bodes well for the future of this program. Get them some experience. You know, maybe you take your lumps a little bit, but they've been holding their own, about 500 right now. So, you know, you can gut out some wins, you know, take your lumps, learn how to lose and respond, and see how you really get to know how a team is going to be how they respond following a loss. And so far this year, I would say it's been pretty good, you know, with this young of a team to be hanging around the 500 record. It's a good thing. So next year after, look out.
There's a turnover deep in the defensive zone. Shot sails over top of everything.
Through the uprights there.
That was Angelo Knuckle Eye again. 2 goals, 2 assists. The young man that wears number 14, Angelo, a junior. So an underclassman for the Seaholm Maples as well. And it's another turnover here for the Falcons. Thankfully, they got 5 men back, as this one will sail over the end line, rather. So it'll be a goal kick for DuPont, who, as you mentioned, kind of deferred these kicks and has allowed Luca Malo to take them.
I wonder what the strategy is behind that. If he likes his touch better, if maybe he's a little sore, banged up, or just no strategy at all. Just, you're my boy, I'm going to let you do it.
Seaholm kind of dictating play in the early part of this contest. Haven't had anything really to show for it yet.
Yeah, no real good opportunities. I'm not sure they even have a shot on goal. I would say no.
8 minutes gone by, opening half of play for Birmingham Groves. Contact there as well.
Inadvertent. Contact nonetheless.
Headed forward, but not out. Controlled by Knuckle Eye. Noah Booth catching back up to it. Got sent head over heels. Kind of landed on his head there, and we'll have a free kick coming up. Booth wearing the captain's band around that right arm.
Shaking this one off. You know, anytime you're taking contact, not a lot of protection in the game of soccer. So it's literally just body on body, turf on body, whatever it may be.
Anderson sends it in. Oh, what a goal!
That was a great shot. Right
Chase
there.
Anderson bent it in.
Like Beckham, some would say. That was great. Oh, he says, go to sleep.
Nighty night.
Yep. He scores his team-leading 6th goal. And when you're putting shots in like that, you got a future in this sport. What a shot. And Seaholm finally gets rewarded for the first 10 minutes of this half of pretty much dominating the possession.
So we'll get another look at it. Beats DuPont cleanly.
And he tells the crowd, shh. The nest has been quieted.
Chase Henderson off the free kick. It looked like one of my drives the way he sliced that thing home.
Yeah.
And he's back on the attack again, looking for his 2nd goal of the game. Didn't get anything
Looked like
on
that
that
went
shot.
off the heel there. He's feeling himself.
Score remains 1-0. Seaholm with the early edge here on the road. Punted away now by DuPont and headed out of bounds. Possession back over to the Maples. So Seaholm, as we mentioned, really has tilted the pitch to their offensive side of things, and they pay it off in the big way. They get the very first goal of this game. We talk about how crucial that first goal is in the game of soccer. They're looking for back-to-back goals. Ball kind of pinballs around down in the defensive zone for Groves. Cleared out momentarily, but not out. Booth sends it in, bouncing ball.
He almost didn't secure that. It was almost leaked out right there for a tap-in.
And Seaholm had an attacker right there.
DuPont going to kick 2 in a row away here. Maybe it's the goal kicks are the ones he doesn't handle, but the punts.
The punts he does.
Yeah.
So that was Knuckle Eye again. That was sort of the Maple right there that had the opportunity. Tapped down, played forward. That's Chase Henderson. He just has a second gear out there, noticeably different as he has been all over the offensive side of things for Maples tonight.
Yeah, he's calm, yet exciting when he has the ball. You know he's going to little contact there. You know something good's going to happen, and he's pretty secure with it. So he's not going to make a bad decision. He's going to kind of keep it simple, yet snap it in there to give his team the lead.
9-minute mark of the first half. Maples in front 1-0. Throw in coming up for Caden Misra. It's a long throw in. Headed straight up into the air and now cleared out by the Maples. Misra heads it over towards midfield. The Falcons will look to regroup there. Oh, boy. Lucky kick by Schibel with the left foot. Now all of a sudden, here come the Maples looking to break out once again. Booth on that far side went down to a knee to make the slide tackle. And now an intercept by the Maples. Tiptoeing that sideline on the far side. Slam on the brakes. Trying to spin around a defender, nowhere to go. Nice job getting back defensively by the Falcons. Sent forward, but not out. Maples will look to cycle it back in. Double team comes.
Oh, that's all contact.
Hip check.
That was straight up shoulder to the chest. Official right there. I mean, I'm not mad about it. I'm just saying, wow. I'm just more surprised. It's like when your parents say they're not mad at you, but they're disappointed. I don't know what's worse.
So a throw-in will happen right in front of the Maples bench. Hughes plays it back. Now the Maples can go in a little bit of a stall.
Yeah, they're just playing keep away.
Looking for a cross. Foot race. We'll have an upcoming throw-in now for the Maples. It'll be Liam Kerr to throw things in. Headed up. Now forward into the box. Dangerous ball bouncing around. And Noah Booth couldn't get anything on a shot, but it's not cleared out. Maples retain possession. Looking to build on a 1-0 lead. Pass just out of the reach and out of bounds.
Yeah, this has been all Seaholm so far. And they just, even when Groves is trying to clear the ball out, Maples have a guy there and they just recycle, start cycling it around, playing keep away. So I think, you know, if you're a Groves fan here, you're content. I wouldn't say content, but you're satisfied that it's only 1-0 right now. Or shall I say 1-0.
Battle for it on this near side, and we'll say Falcon ball. Nice crowd in attendance tonight for this crosstown rivalry. A very vocal crowd as well.
Yeah, it is. It is hype, as the kids would say. Looks like it's a football game with how many people are down there. Saw earlier, you know, we were hoping for some donuts down there. It looked like some of the staff had some donuts down there. The broadcast crew thought, you know, maybe we could pull some strings, get us some donuts here. But you know, a big crowd down there. They didn't have any for us, so I might have to hit the orchard tomorrow. But you know, nothing like a good cinnamon sugar donut, a little cider here on a first week of autumn. Nothing quite like it. Soccer. BACB Sports, it just doesn't say fall, autumn, like that.
Kind of reached the halfway point of the fall seasons.
Even though fall is only a week in.
About a half dozen games left for both of these teams. Same can be said for the football teams as well, as they have now sort of hit their back stretch of their seasons. Have a few more games here lined up for you on BACB Sports, including that crosstown rivalry football game, the swim and dive. Big booming kick right onto the right foot.
Perfect. That's
A
not,
knuckle
yeah,
eye.
they finally decided to blow a whistle there. A little hip on hip. It'll be a foul on Groves. Clear cut. He had the inside on him. Had to take him out, or else that could have been a goal on the board.
So this will be Chase Henderson, the goal scorer. And all over the pitch here this evening. Lefty kick, sort of a line driving kick into the box, and then sent over top the net.
A lot of action down there, a lot of bodies. So it was a nice little play there, though, just to chip it in there, see what could happen. You know, you get happy feet down there, though, and you're always trying to put one on net when you're in that crowd. A lot of times it's going to go high.
Knuckle eye looking for Henderson on the through ball. Falcons really on their heels.
Definitely getting to work on defensive spacing and position for sure here thus far.
Booth heads it up. Ball still loose, controlled by the Maples. There's Henderson. You really get the sense that anytime Henderson has room to operate and the ball on his foot, it's going to result in some sort of scoring chance. It might not always be a quality scoring chance for Seaholm, but he just makes plays on that offensive side of things. A little push from behind.
Yeah, good things tend to happen when Henderson has the ball. He can find somebody, make space when really you don't think there's space there. He just does a quick little pivot, and he's got some room to operate. And his ball security as well. He's so strong in possession.
Knuckle eye has his pocket picked. Wiggins, the nearest Falcon to that ball. We'll have a throw-in coming up. Will be Malo. Kicked away. Comes out to midfield. Blasted in deep. Now a foot race for that loose ball.
Seaholm's going to have it. No, it looks like Groves going to get a throw in here. Misra.
.21-10 left to go in the first half. So glad you decided to tune us in this evening on BACB Sports, continuing coverage of this boys varsity soccer contest. Into the box, headed out, kept alive, chipped forward. Knuckle eye loses control of it. Groves able to keep it alive. Collision cleared out now by the Maples.
Uh-oh.
Look out.
A little too far.
It's Henderson again as DuPont comes way out of his goalie cage. Solid midfield play right now by the Maples. 3 defenders back. And they'll just cycle this one back. Marco Rodriguez back defensively for Seaholm. Nudged forward off the head of Henderson. So really right now, Henderson, Booth, and Knuckle Eye, the 3 top forwards, they're kind of dictating all the play right now for Seaholm.
Farrell wanted to get into it there. He came way out, made a little risky chip.
Kicked that one into the last row of the visitors' bleachers.
Nobody up there. I can see it. It's just chilling up there. No one even seems to be going to get it.
Nice job, our
Yeah, there they go.
BACB Sports.
Look at that little tyke. He's going. There he goes.
Souvenir.
Yep. Come on. Oh,
He's
no.
going to lose the foot race.
No.
No.
Oh, come on. Oh,
Oh.
and she turns the other way. That poor kid. Wow. And she just gives him the cold shoulder. That's just a crying shame. Oh, and now she just threw the ball down. Now he's going to chase after it. See, there it goes. Now he's got to run all the way down. Oh, that. I hope that kid's all right.
Sure he'll make it.
Wonder who he's rooting for. If he's a Seaholm fan, he's doing all right with his score so far.
Knuckle Eye.
Way to be physical, boy.
Went back for Booth. Taken off the play there by Ethan Thomas. Slide tackle
nice.
attempt. And working his way around both of those slide tackles, Patrick McCarthy. Ball comes over to this near side. Possessed by Groves. Knuckle-Eye trying to break out. Nothing going there. Headed by Washa. Referee gets in the way, but Hughes able to play it through. And finally out of bounds. Under 20 minutes left to go, first half of play. Maple send it through the midfield neutral zone. Headed forward.
Blew a tire there.
And kind of stepped right on the ball. Rodriguez boots it through.
Uh-oh. Oh, he tied him up a little bit. Play on, they say.
A nice job of marking there by the Falcons.
Yeah, Knuckle-Eye tried to break around, and he had the edge. He kind of got a little clutched and grabbed as he tried to make his way around.
Now the Maple defenders come up to add a little bit of firepower as well. Rodriguez and Cotilla. Rodriguez, the last line of defense right now. He's going to go after it. Scoops up that loose ball. Plays it back to his goalkeeper, Farah. Forges it ahead. Kept alive right at the midfield stripe. Wiggins along that far side for the Falcons. One goal of the contest scored right now by Chase Henderson. Maples lead at 1-0, 16:03 left to go in the first half. And there's Henderson with some fancy footwork.
Just dancing around defenders.
Ethan Thomas bodied up.
Jeez, here we go. Good chance here.
Slamming
Oh,
on the
my. They
brakes.
called that. Yep. It's got to be a card, no? Oh, no. They're going to say it's a is he in the box? Is it a PK?
You can't do that! You can't do that!
Student section letting them hear it
You can't do that!
at their home venue. So the road team travels well. Looks like we got a PK.
Will be Noah Booth
He's definitely inside there, and he just gets
wrapped
trounced.
up and tackled.
Yeah, let's see what he's going to do here. Is it going to be a fake? Straight on. What do you think, Brad?
I think you pick your favorite corner, top, go up.
I think he goes bottom left.
Upper 90, I say. He goes
Bottom left.
bottom. Noah Booth, first goal of the season on the PK.
Got to cash in on your PKs, and if you're Groves, you really can't hurt yourself like that in a game where you really haven't gotten many opportunities to just kind of give free opportunities to the opponent. It's not going to bode well.
Well, after last season, you know Seaholm had this game circled on their calendar.
No question about it.
Get another look here at the penalty kick by Noah Booth.
Goalie guessed right as well and just couldn't get enough on it. Got a little piece.
And DuPont will scamper out of his net and have to cover.
And Knuckle-Eye breathing down his neck, looking for the third goal for Seaholm.
Really nothing DuPont could do on either one of the Seaholm goals here tonight. Two nothing our score. So back to the drawing board for the Falcons. They haven't really had any sort of sustained offensive pressure in this game.
Yeah, their only chances they've had come off the throw-ins, and really, once they toss it in, it's Seaholm somehow won the battle and chipped it out to midfield.
And the Maples have won seemingly all the 50-50 balls here tonight.
Yeah, more like 100-0 balls in that case.
Cleared out of bounds once again. So this is the second of 3 straight road games for Seaholm, as they will stay on the road later on this week and will take on Rochester Adams.
They better hope that the student section travels just as good. There's a good chance.
Opportunity here.
Yeah. But
Cleared out
nonetheless,
once again by
cleared
Seaholm.
out. Yeah, that was the best opportunity of the game for the Falcons. Seaholm better hope that those student section travels as well to Adams as they did here, but, you know, probably a little bit extra motivation, being a rivalry, being real close. So probably more students here tonight than there will be at the Adams game, but you never do know. They do travel well.
Whoa!
It's that turf.
Misra goes down.
Oh, good touch.
Oh, just ran out of real estate, and that hit off the side of the net and bounded back. So this will be a goal kick. Exactly 13 minutes left to go in the first half. Maples up 2-0. Goals scored by Henderson and Booth. About 15 and a half minutes apart. Farrah just going to slow things down. These two teams will play out of the same district. It'll be hosted this season by Berkeley. It'll be Berkeley Grove, Seaholm, Ferndale, Royal Oak, Southfield, and then both of the Troy schools, Troy High and Troy Athens. So 8 teams making up that district.
It's a big district.
Obviously, seeding and the bracket will come out once the regular season is over. Regular season records now do matter when it comes to the seeding within the district. Gone are the days of the blind draw of a district, which I like a lot better. I think it was the right decision by the MHSAA to seed the bracket.
Is that just soccer, or is that all sports?
I think it's the majority of the sports now.
Oh, that's good. I like that a lot. Because, you know, you'd have some of these epic matchups where they'd be in a pre-district or in the first round, and when that could be a district championship game, and, you know, it's just, sure, they're going to have to play each other eventually, but I think it's better for the sport, better for the game, better for the kids to have that be the suspense, the big game, the championship game.
So Henderson's corner kick turned aside. Falcon on that far side of the field got upended. Two-goal lead seems absolutely huge. If you're a Maple fan, for Groves, it's going to be a big uphill climb in this contest now.
Yeah, they're going to have to get something going here in this last 10 minutes to try to get any type of momentum moving in to halftime and beyond into the second half, just to try to get something going. Right now they just kind of seem deflated, like they're just on defense, just on their heels. When they get anything close, it's just turned away right away like this, trying to penetrate the zone there and struggling. Maybe not struggling so much. Oh, I jinxed it.
Individual efforts by Wiggins, nothing to show for it. And DuPont once again comes way out. Can't touch it. Has to play it with his foot. Nice job of the Falcons getting back defensively. McCarthy splits a couple defenders, and McCarthy, third goal of the game. Wow, a seemingly innocent play by McCarthy. Sent it on net and picks up his third goal of the season.
Just get shots on net, good things will happen. That was a decently far shot and just had enough juice on it to find its way to the back of the net and give the Maples a 3-0 lead here later in the first half. Look at this. It just squeaks through. It almost looked like it skipped weirdly right in front of DuPont.
It looked like it changed directions. I don't know if somebody in front of the net, whether it be a defender or another Maple player, might have gotten a body part on that ball and made it change directions, because DuPont was certainly fooled by it. I don't know if it was a change of direction or perhaps even a change in speed.
Yeah, it almost looked like, I was taking a close look at that replay to see. It didn't look like it hit anyone, but when it skipped off the ground, it looked like it might have changed spin a little bit. I'm not sure, but yeah, he definitely looked fooled on that. What looked to be an innocent shot that he was just going to gather with his hands ended up turning into a 3-0 Seaholm Maple lead here late in this first half.
Oh no, Diz is loose! He's loose! This guy's hot. This guy's hot. Hey, wrong team, foul, wrong team!
Be a throw in here for Groves. Try to get something going here with a little under 8 minutes to play here in the opening half.
Another Maple takeaway. McCarthy again. He's kind of been an offensive starter. Been the feeder to both Henderson and Booth. Common foul. Possession will stay with the Falcons. Wiggins with the free kick. Now he will defer. Malo instead will take it. You can see the wind continuing to blow.
Yeah, look at those jerseys flapping in the wind. The guy's hair on the sideline blowing around. The beauty of fall time in
Look
Michigan.
out. Dangerous play. Ball still loose.
Hey, your speed, kid, your speed!
Drew Stice.
Boy, good effort there.
Knuckle eye. DuPont goes down to a knee to make that save. 6 minutes left to go in the first half. 3-0. Maples up big. Three different goal scorers for Seaholm.
I feel like it could be a little worse as well. It's just they've really been in control of the possession and the whole game thus far.
So it was Groves that pulled the monumental upset. As here we go once again. Henderson slams on the brakes, keeps possession, knocked off the ball.
Look to the official, hoping for a foul. Nothing called.
So the Falcons pull off the upset last season, 3-0. And now the Maples fully in charge, not allowing that to happen so far. Henderson long rebound, secured by the Falcons and pushed out of bounds.
Throw in upcoming for the Maples.
Couple changes coming into the game for Seaholm. There's one of the new players in the game, Alex Martins. Wears double deuces, 22 on that white Seaholm jersey.
Oh, good effort there, just a little high.
Chase Henderson. So there's that initial save, the long rebound, and then the clear out.
Yeah, DuPont's had to make some saves. He's been tested in this game. Could be more than 3-0 if he's not back there.
Maples now looking to build up their attack from midfield. Gain the offensive zone.
Ooh, nice move.
A little dipsy-do by Chase Henderson. He is just a smooth operator, isn't he?
He is. It's a good song and a valid one. Double coverage. He takes a forearm shimmy. And I guess they're calling that. Okay.
A little bit of a delay.
I'm gonna say, but they're just free for all out there at this point.
Approaching 3 minutes left to go in the first. There's a look at Noam DuPont.
You know, being in the press box, you know, the broadcast booth just makes me feel, you know, I don't know if you saw the Chiefs game this past weekend. Just like Taylor Swift should be here, right? I don't know why. Referencing a song made me think, you know, what the possibilities could be here on this BACB sports broadcast.
If I'm not mistaken, the only local celebrity in attendance here tonight is Andy Aubrey and Tom Flynn.
That's true. There was an Andy Aubrey sighting.
.25 left to go in the first half of play. Another kick that sails wide.
I gotta take a selfie at least.
Under 2 minutes to go here, opening half. Groves gonna try desperately here to get something going at the end of this first half to build some momentum, or it could be a long night here moving forward into the second half. They've just tried to just go down there and set up your offense, just get something positive working.
Mic
here.
check 1 2 3. Mic check 1 2 3.
So the Falcons block that shot. Alex Martin's on this near side. Liam Kerr. Into the box. Look out. Oh, man. Right on the doorstep. Chase Henderson couldn't finish.
Let's go, Maple!
And now the remaining couple seconds as the Falcons will send it finally away. And there's a look at the student section along the front row. Microphones might have picked up some chatter there. I apologize. And that will do it for the first half of play. All Seaholm all the time. They lead it 3-0. Nick Buckler, your thoughts on a very interesting first half of play?
Yeah, a lot to take in there towards the end of that first half. But for the Maples, you know, keep doing what you're doing moving forward. And if you're Groves, try to get something going. You know, you gotta bring something as far as momentum goes into the second half to have a chance here. Got to strike early and often, but Seaholm, just keep doing what you're doing. Keep possession. They could have just tapped in another to make it 4-0 there right before the half expired.
It's going to be a big uphill climb for this Groves Falcons squad. We'll take a quick break here on BACB Sports when we come back to start of the second half of play.
If you love them enough to relearn math so you can teach them math, then surely you'll check nhtsa.gov/the-right-seat to make sure they're correctly buckled in the back seat.
Welcome back to beautiful Birmingham Groves High School. Brad Fetters alongside Nick Buckler, Andy Aubrey patrolling the sidelines. Let's take a look back at some of the first half highlights.
That first goal by Chase Henderson was real nice. Here was the third goal. And then the PK, bottom left, little cheese in the corner.
So Chase Henderson opened the scoring, and it was Noah Booth with that penalty kick, gave the Maples the 2-0 lead, and then the insurance goal, Patrick McCarthy, a goal maybe perhaps Noam DuPont would want back. We talked about it, changing direction, changing speed, kind of taking a bounce off the field turf. Either way, it's 3-0 Seaholm Maples. They are clearly in control of this contest. Good look there at Marco Rodriguez as well as Manny Rodriguez, who's patrolling the sidelines. I love that camera shot of the Rodriguezes.
What's the plural? Will that be Rodriguez?
40 minutes up on the big board. Maples will have the first possession here of this second half. Falcons going to have to make something here.
This could be the possession here. Set it up from the backside and let it ride.
DuPont putting the ball in play. Falcons get it through. No one down there offensively, however. So Farah over to his left side defender. That's Marco Rodriguez. This is a build-up offensively from deep in the own zone. Very patient Seaholm squad, and they can afford to do that right now with a 3-goal lead. Glazier back to Rodriguez, back to Joe Farah, and this is just essentially turning into a big game of keep away.
Yeah, the clock is their friend. They're just going to play it safe, pass it around, and see if they can shoot the gaps here and get some opportunities.
Certainly don't need any sort of sustained offense can kind of play back, park the bus, and play a stall tactic with that 3-goal lead.
They say in hockey a 3-goal lead is the hardest to keep. I don't think that's the case in soccer.
Be a throw in for the Maples upcoming. So this was a Seaholm offense that really hadn't really cracked the scoring column, so to speak. 16 goals on the season in 12 games. So they were averaging a goal and a quarter per game. Coming off that 3-0 win against West Bloomfield. 3 goals has kind of been their magic number this season. 3 of their 4 wins this year, they've scored 3 goals. 3-0 win over Brother Rice, a 3-0 win over Brownstown Woodhaven, and a 3-0 win over West Bloomfield. Their other victory, just a 2-1 win over Farmington.
Just 2-1. Just a little boring 1-goal game, but a win's a win.
Their losses, on the other hand, 4 of their 5 losses were shut out. They failed to score a goal in 4 of their 5 losses, and then the other loss was a 7-2 loss to Clarkston.
We know Clarkson's got a good squad up there.
So a little bit
Always do.
all or nothing for Seaholm and head coach Greg Perkins.
Looks like one of those all performances here this evening. Good block there on the kick.
Free kick, that line of defense blocking it. Drew Stice running out of room on this near sideline. So we'll have a throw-in coming up for the Maples. Looking for the quick turnaround, nothing there.
We got there what was called a foul, handball. I think it might have been a hand on Seaholm there. Falcons will kick it away.
Falcons on the attack. A little bit of a busted play, trying to make something out of nothing. Urick, closest Falcon to that last ball. Wiggins will throw it in on the far side. Takes a big, gigantic bounce. Right in. First real save of the game by Farah.
Yeah, best chance that Groves has had to this point.
She tosses it out now to Noah Booth on this near side. Tripped up.
What's he gonna pull out here? Yellow.
It's gonna be Urick getting the yellow card for the trip. He'll get sent off. So Leo Urick, the freshman, gets the yellow card.
Just tangled the feet, definitely trying to either you're going to get around me or I'm going to take you down. Type all or nothing play there. Laid out. And now he's going to think about what he's done.
in for the Falcons, needing some instant offense. Long throw in by the Falcons. Ball squirts out of that scrum. Wiggins, little back tap. Really some fancy footwork. Now he's going to go chase after it. And Farah is going to back up, has to play it with the foot. Now, okay, now picks it up, rolls it forward.
Oh, contact there. That could have been interesting. Throwing the body into the bench there, getting after it. A little wake-up call to those Maple players sitting there on the bench, the reserves. Cleared out of there by the Falcons. Little clutch and grab there, undetected. Now Seaholm just going to play it back to Farah and set it up, kill some time. Tick-tock, they say.
7 minutes gone by. Second half of play. Maples 3. Falcons nothing in this big rivalry game.
Tick-tock, tick-tock. It's, you wonder how many of these guys would rather be on TikTok right now, scrolling through their For You page.
The Birmingham Derby. Look out. Big long rebound. And cleared away by the Falcons. Groves with some numbers. Once again, it's the Maples back defensively. Nothing has been easy tonight for Groves.
Oh, jeez. He put a shoulder to the chest.
That was McCarthy who went down. McCarthy has appeared in all 12 games, has actually made 12 starts this season. Just one of 5 Maples to start every single game. Joins Liam Kerr, Connell Hughes, Charles Glazier, Caden Cotilla as the Maples to start every game this season. Athletic Director Tom Flynn having a nice little chat there with the lines judge.
Yeah, what do you think he was? How do you think that conversation was going? He was right up in there in his ear. my guess, it probably wasn't even about the game. Honestly, who knows? Nice little move there. Oh, and ooh.
That's Henderson once again.
Should have known.
His first touch is so good. They're looking to get it to Knuckle Eye. Noam DuPont punts it away. Makes all the way out to midfield. Another 50-50 ball. Maybe the Falcons that come away with it.
Look at that speed.
Good touch. Blasted.
Wow. Good effort there. Good high percentage chance.
Michael Kottmeyer, a cameraman, down near net level.
He's always dialed into the action.
There's his camera angle right there.
One of the best in the biz.
Hey,
Look at
there's
it.
Michael.
Little FaceTime. And I'm not talking on the iPhone either.
He's a professional. Battle for it at midfield, controlled right now by the Falcons. Maples, even with this 3-goal lead, they have not been willing to call off the dogs, so to speak, as they have continued to put their foot down on the gas pedal.
Yeah, I don't think they want any repeats of history or anything like that. They want to make sure this one's secured, signed, sealed, delivered.
Looking for the through ball. It doesn't come. As Fair is able to scoop it up. Now he's going to do some directing as he makes sure everybody's in the correct spots. Short little kick over to his defender. Up ahead along the near side, Glazier.
I like those short kicks from the goal there.
That's a terrific through ball to Knuckle Eye.
Short kicks from the goaltender there are more of a possession-oriented play where they're just trying to eat some clock, and you just boot it away. It's not always guaranteed you're going to come away with the ball. Nice move.
Individual effort by Charles Glazier into the box. Scoring chance. Noah Booth. Boy, oh boy. Yeah, I do like building up from your own defensive zone rather than punting the ball away. Just creates a 50-50 ball, especially on field turn. Ball takes a big bounce. It's anybody's, ball. Where instead, if you go short kick to a defenseman and work it up alongside those wings, you get all the momentum in the world behind you. You just kind of work your way casually up the field.
Yep, and, when you're trying to work the clock down, that'll do it a little bit better. Oof. A little leg on leg. Ball had already passed. Play on. Interception.
Falcons this time get back defensively. 26-45 now left to go in regulation.
That was out. Saw it.
Callum Wiggins, no call. Farah stall a little bit. Here's that build-up once again. Looking for Henderson on the left wing. Just out of his reach and out of bounds. So these are the types of possessions, if you're a Maple fan, you can live with. Because you're building up, you're killing clock. Keeping the ball away from the Falcons. Right now, the Falcons just need something sustained. Here's the last scoring chance for the Maples.
Look at that move.
He's only a junior, Chase Henderson. So he'll be back next season for the Maples. Now has 6 goals on the season. Oh, look out. Knuckle Eye's had a very eventful night. Hasn't had a goal yet.
He's been all over the place in the offensive zone and in transition as well. Oh.
Changing directions.
Play on. A lot of action going on.
Glazier up ahead was looking for his main man, Chase Henderson. Bodies it down over to Glazier. Little two-man ball. Glazier sends it on the cross. Couldn't connect with anybody. Right idea. Execution was pretty good. A lot of tired athletes on that pitch right now. Under 24 minutes left to go in regulation. Haven't had a goal scored here in the second half. First half was all Maples all the time.
This half's been a little bit of the same, just more in, near the midfield area, just kind of in their own zone, cycling, passing.
I'm sure if need be, the Maples could amp up this intensity. I wouldn't say they have kind of just settled in, but Henderson sends one in on DuPont. Interception at midfield.
It's turned into a pretty solid fall evening here tonight. Nice crisp, warm air, I would say. Warm for fall. It's still 64 degrees here at the field. Maybe feeling a little chillier with the breeze, but couldn't ask for much better weather here in Beverly Hills, Michigan at this time of year. Trees are going to begin to get their fall colors. Crisp air for apple orchards, donuts, cider.
I hate to be the bearer of bad news.
Don't do it then.
But it's going to be in the upper to mid to upper 80s next week.
That's not bad news. Look at those colors. Looks green still, but they'll soon turn to brown, orange, yellow. It's a nice shot there as it comes down from the fall trees on to the turf, which we know is nice, bright and green. I'll take upper 80s, though. I mean, I'm by no means am I wanting summer to be over. Just kind of stating the facts here for our listeners, viewers.
I have it on pretty good authority that it is supposed to be a very warm and dry fall.
I hope you're correct. Everyone's always excited for spring to get here after the long winter. But I'm more of a fall guy than a spring guy, and I'll tell you why. The weather in the fall is just better. It's warmer longer. When we're broadcasting a lot of the spring games, whether it be baseball, softball, the spring sports, sometimes it's still snowing. It is cold. You're getting frozen out there. But in the fall, you have mild weather until almost November sometimes. So give me fall all day. I'm a fall day kind of guy. Not that anyone asked, but.
Well, we don't really get much of a spring here in Michigan.
No. There's just a couple seasons. You got fall a little bit, summer, winter, construction. Those are the seasons here.
We actually had a conversation with Tom Flynn earlier this evening in regards to the spring seasons and some of the tennis matches and baseball games that we have covered right here on BACB Sports. And yes, we have called baseball games through plenty of snowflakes. Can't say the same about the fall season.
No, because it's better. But one thing that's not better about fall, the pumpkin spice flavor. I don't do it. I don't. It's fake. It's not real. Who puts pumpkin in a latte? They don't. It's not real. I'm sure it's a great flavor, just not for me. I know people were probably wondering, so I had to answer. Give the people what they wanted. Just give me the mocha, the vanilla, the basics. Not a big coffee guy, so maybe I'm not really a person to ask. But on a cold day, later on in the fall season, early in the spring season, give me a hot chocolate from the concession stand. Proceeds go to the school, to the program, to those volunteers down there. Gotta love it.
There's a turnover, scoring chance for Groves. Wiggins on the right wing side tries to split a couple defenders, and once again it's the Maples getting back defensively, and now they'll clear it out. Good touch towards center. Guess who?
Henderson?
You got it. And now cleared
just a safe
out of
bet.
bounds. Nope, saved on this near side.
I hope that kid earlier got a ball or something. I just thought of him. He went to go get that one in the stands. Hope he's all right. Future Falcon up there. Yeah, they are too.
Some of the worst seats in the house.
I wonder, there's a lot of closer seats.
Visitor sideline.
It's the VIP. It's like you're isolated over there. Need a knee action.
There's
Is that
the
a
student section.
Blackhawks jersey out there? Jonathan Taves. I respect it.
A lot of folks in attendance braving the fall air tonight.
Yeah, braving it all right. We got our window open here in the broadcast booth, but the heat is on. Well, we'll preface it with that. Had to throw my long sleeves on. I'll admit it. Oh, geez. Yep, there. See that window's open. Just when you think they can get it going there, the ball just kind of bounces off and heads back the Maples way, and they can set it up playing keep away. Maples with a chance there to add to their lead, just out of the reach. And the Falcons will boot it away, but right back the Maples way now. Good defensive play there by the Falcons. That's Landon Lamb getting in there, breaking that one up. No relation to C.D. Lamb from the Cowboys.
15:15 left to go in regulation. We'll have a throw in on the far side for the Maples. Speed and intensity slowed down just a bit in the second half. Seaholm bringing in a late substitution. Alex Martin's coming off. Nope, he's going to stay on. They're actually going to bring off Chase Henderson. Enzo Bellini replaces him in the lineup. Bellini works it back. Maples content on playing keep away once again. Marco Rodriguez is going to play it all the way back to his goalkeeper, Farrell. Foot-to-foot pass there to Glazier.
Nice little move.
He's been really good on that wing side. Plays it through there. Covered up by DuPont.
That was a hand, I thought, but stepped on the ball. Oh, big hit there.
Throw the flag. Pass interference.
.12:45. Falcons really running out of time now, trailing 3-0.
Oh, nice
Around
move.
the defender.
Oh, they're just getting too cute with it now, but
Hornyak with the opportunity. It was Enzo Bellini who made the individual play as he kind of deked around a defender. Probably should have put a shot
yeah,
on
and
that.
then he pulled it back and still could have, and then he tried to pass and put it slightly behind his teammate there, right on the doorstep.
Kept alive along the end line. Maples have brought up their defenders. So everybody on the offensive side of things here. Offside, the call there against the Maples. Now looking ahead to the upcoming schedules, first for Seaholm. We mentioned it'll be a road contest against Rochester Adams before returning home to take on Ann Arbor Pioneer. Rochester Hills, Stony Creek, and Royal Oak. So Adams, Pioneer, Rochester, Stony Creek, and Royal Oak, the last remaining opponents for the Maples. As for the Groves Falcons, they too will go on the road to take on West Bloomfield before returning home to take on Ferndale. And then the final two contests will be road games against Farmington and Walled Lake Northern. Obviously, we know the makeup of the district. We don't know the bracket. As I mentioned, the district will take place over at Berkeley with Groves Seaholm joining the Berkeley Bears, Ferndale, Royal Oak, Southfield, Troy, and Troy Athens making up that district. It was a district that went the way of the Seaholm Maples a season ago, a district championship for them. A little bit of revenge here tonight, perhaps. I know that was not a easy loss to swallow a season ago when the Groves Falcons went in and beat Seaholm 3-0. The lone regular season loss a season ago for the Seaholm Maples. Seaholm, that annual victory over Brother Rice, 3-0 in the season opener this year. It always has to feel good. Beat up on the crosstown private school.
Always good to beat the private school. Gotta love that.
It's a Brother Rice football team that's really struggling this season as well. We can say all this because Andy's unable to defend himself.
That's right.
He's a Brother Rice graduate. Under 9 minutes left to go as the Maples will look to put the finishing touches on a very impressive victory here tonight. They opened up the scoring 9 minutes into this contest. Chase Henderson scored his 6th goal of the season. Noah Booth scored his first on a penalty kick. Long
Good save.
rebound.
It's a great move, too, to set up that chance, but an even better save by DuPont.
And then the 3rd goal of the game scored by Patrick McCarthy. Maples nearly had their 4th goal of the season, which would be their highest goal output of the year. Alex Martins will have the corner kick coming up. See what kind of set piece Maples are able to come up with here. Bends it into the box, cleared out momentarily by the Falcons. Not fully out. There's a look at our very own Andy Aubrey alongside Tom Flynn. Andy Aubrey's got the winter coat on. He's got gloves on. Tom Flynn's walking the sidelines in shorts. Something just doesn't give there.
Yeah, looking at that picture, you wonder, what is the temperature? You ever seen those things when they show like an angry coach and you have to guess if the team won or lost that game? That's what it's like. What's the temperature? 64. That's your answer for those playing at home. 63. Just dipping.
Throw in coming up for the Maples. Look out. Ball still around. Kind of pinballs around amongst a bunch of legs down there. Played in deep by Ian Patterson. Cleared out by Landon Lamb. And it'd be Patterson again, just making his 4th appearance of the season. Patrick McCarthy has one of those 3 Seaholm goals. So back-to-back wins, back-to-back 3-0 wins perhaps if the score remains the same for the Seaholm Maples. Now is the time to start really building momentum. Be able to string a couple wins here together, and you just never know.
Yep, just got to get hot at the right time. You never know. Everyone makes the playoffs. That's the beauty of it. So, you could hover in around 500, but you get the guys playing the right way at the right time. You could make a little magical run here. Make a little history. Catch yourself a ring. Do it all over again.
The beauty of it is oftentimes those playoff games, it's just one goal, and they don't ask you how, they ask you how many. A 1-0 win is the same as a 3-0 win. How many times has the Birmingham Seaholm girls soccer team gone into the playoffs with some absolutely loaded teams, and they're the ones that get upset in the playoffs. You just never know.
Yep. You got a target on your back going into the playoffs like that. Everyone's aiming for you. You're going to get everyone's best every single night. Cornered in, header, double header, and it's in. Oh my, oh my. Would you look at that? Oh, geez, the Selly.
Drew Stice.
That was the old double header.
Can't wait to get another look at this one. So the lead up now to 4-0.
Little header chip off the corner to another player's head into the corner of the net. Very softly, but just enough. A little English on it. And it's a 4-0 game. Nice move there.
4 different goal scorers as well for the Maples, and there's a fancy play and then a bump from behind. Geo King. Drew Stice coming off the goal.
I love you, Connell.
Like, it definitely wasn't as hard as it was.
A lot of players in the running tonight for BACB Sports Player of the Game, but
I got my vote. I think it's the same as yours.
one man is shown just a little brighter here tonight.
Should we say it on the count of 3?
He opened up the scoring tonight. It's the game winner.
Well,
So
you
might
don't know
as
that
well.
yet.
Well, all right. 1, 2, 3.
Chase Henderson.
There we
Yeah.
go.
Reminds me of the scene from Step Brothers. .345 to go, second half.
3:25, I think is what the ref.
Little clock issue, and now we're going to play on. Yep, 3:23.
So he took time off the clock.
Yeah, I wonder what happened there. I think that was probably the stoppage in the action there, getting that situated. Oh, a little shimmy. Just an out of bounds play on.
And there is a look at Greg Perkins. Lots to be happy about here tonight. Complete role reversal from last season.
Take a breather. For God's sake, take a breather, Drew. Get off the field. Just we need you in the future. Let's go, Vince. Let's go, Vince. Get on that field. There's no game here anymore.
Student section still acting like this one is a close contest.
That's why they're here.
Patrick McCarthy. If he scores again, maybe we switch our vote.
Yeah, I think so. Give it to him. Oh, big save.
DuPont has to go down, kick out his legs. And there is the student section that has braved it out here this evening. They decided they were going to park themselves right directly over top our field microphone. So some of the conversations have been picked up by said microphone.
Little extra entertainment for those at home.
Another minute and a half left to go in this game. So the 4 goals, the most goals the Maples have scored in a game this year, and to do it against your rival has to feel extra special.
On the road as well, getting vengeance from last year's defeat, ready to get after it and put together a run here as we head on with the season.
As we mentioned, about a half dozen games remaining in the regular season before they can turn their attention to postseason play.
What a boom!
Oh, he dodged that. Slide tackle there with a leap.
Half minute left to go. None of the blame could be placed on DuPont tonight. I mean, he
No.
has nothing to be ashamed of in his performance as a goalkeeper here. So junior Chase Henderson, number 12, going to be our BACB Sports Player of the Game. He turns in the game winner tonight. He opened the scoring 9 minutes into this contest, and that was all the offense the Maples needed here tonight. They push 3 more across and take it by the final score of 4-0. Henderson, Booth, McCarthy, Stice, your goal scorers here this evening. Joe Farah with the shutout in net for Seaholm. We'll take a quick break here on BACB Sports. When we come back, it'll be our post-match coverage, including our player of the game interview. Stick with us.
Staring contest.
You still got it.
I know.
Come alive with the forest. Visit discovertheforest.org to find a forest near you.
Welcome back one final time to Birmingham Groves High School. Once again, the final score, the Seaholm Maples come in on the road and take it 4-0. 4 different goal scorers here tonight, including Chase Henderson, who's alongside our very own Andy Aubrey. Chase Henderson, the junior, is our BACB Sports Player of the Game.
All right, guys, here we are with number 12, Chase Henderson, our BACB Sports Player of the Game. Chase, congratulations. Outstanding effort by Seaholm. 4-0 victory over your rivals on their field. Give us sort of a drone view of this game as you saw it unfold.
I definitely think the first half, we really came out there, and considering what happened last year, all I wanted to do was just get our revenge on them, So, after that free kick, we just had all the momentum in the world, so we just wanted to keep pushing and keep going, and, ended up getting the win.
I'll say, what did the coaches tell you before the game to prepare you for this one?
Well, they kind of just said, like I just said, we all want to win because of what happened last year. So, it was all just about the motivation that he gave us, and also from the 4 captains, we all talked to the team, and we just kept motivating them, saying we have to win this game.
That's cool. All right, well, you did that. All right, now I'm going to ask you a question. I'm no soccer savant by any means. I'm definitely no Greg Perkins or Manny Rodriguez, but who is, right? I watched the game from the sideline tonight, which was cool. I'm usually up in the press box, but down here, kind of like a couple football games I've worked, you can hear it, you can feel it. It's really cool. You catch a sense of the speed of the game. But, okay, so the goalie kicks it long. It comes to about mid-pitch, and you come together with a defender to head it. How often do you either crack heads with a defender or take it off the face?
It's pretty rare that you end up actually coming in contact with a defender. But, depending on the defender, they'll sometimes just charge right through you. So you kind of just hope you don't get hit by them, That's kind of the main thing. Yeah. Just get one touch and hopefully get around them.
Right. It's a timing thing, and you work on it in practice all day long. All right, well, let's wrap it up by going over your team at this point in the season and where you think things are headed now going into the end of it.
Well, definitely we have so much more confidence and momentum after, a rival victory. So, even after all the seniors we lost last year, I still think we've got such a talented team. We're young, but we're a very technical and confident team. So I'm hoping that all goes well as we go on.
Well, you played an aggressive game tonight, fundamentally sound. You cut down on the mistakes, and the defense was outstanding. You really cut down a lot of their offensive opportunities, too. So congratulations to Seaholm. They did a great job, guys. 4-0. They walked out of here with a big victory. So we'll wrap it up from down here. Congratulations, Chase. You had a great game, and to you and all the Maples, best of luck the rest of the way. Send it back up to Brad and Nick to roll us out of here.
All right, thank you so much, Andy Aubrey and Chase Henderson, our BACB Sports Player of the Game. Brad Fetters alongside Nick Buckler one final time. Nick, 4 different goal scorers pacing the way tonight for the Seaholm Maples. They really jump out to that early 1-0 lead 9 minutes into this contest. Never look back. 3 first-half goals, all they needed here tonight.
Yeah, they really only needed one. Obviously, that's what the score indicated, but that's really how the game played out as well. Seaholm really just kind of controlled this one from the rip. Just played keep away, passed it back to their keeper. They just spread the ball out, made plays in space, and just really dominated this one from start to finish.
Seaholm Maples improved their overall record to 5-5-3. The Groves Falcons fall to 4-6-1. As we mentioned throughout this contest, there is a slight possibility these two teams could match up again in district play. We wish both of the teams good luck the rest of the season and beyond. Well, that'll do it for tonight's coverage. Once again, for my broadcast partner, Nick Buckler, our hardworking BACB sports crew, including our director tonight, Greg Black, I'm Brad Fetter saying so long from Beverly Hills. Your final score, the Seaholm Maples 4, the Groves Falcons 0.